What is going on, everybody? It is RangerMarcus, or Marcus Rareman. Today we are in Oregon once again on our first trip, specifically looking for salamanders. Now, just moving up here, I know that there are giant salamanders up here, so we're definitely going to try to find those, but there are also some other types of salamanders, such as northwestern salamanders, dun salamanders, clouded salamanders, Oregon Encintina, which you already saw in the last video, and torrent salamanders. Now, there are 3 different species of torrent salamanders, and I'm not sure which one is in which area, but if we do find one, then I'll try to figure out which one it is. This should be a pretty poppin' video, so stay tuned and watch the rest of the video so we can find some more salamanders. So like the video and sub to the channel. Let's get straight to it.
Now, it's gonna be kind of hard to hear me here, but I just flipped the first rock, and I'm pretty sure this is a torrent salamander, which would be a lifer for me. There are 3 different species of torrent salamanders, and I'm not sure which one this is, but very cool find to find under the first rock of the day.
Just found another little baby torrent salamander. Second one. 2 more little torrent salamanders. That is 4 now just in this little area.
These guys are mostly an aquatic species, so I'm gonna go put them back where they were, put them back in the water, and keep herping. Here's another little torrent salamander, number 5 now.
And here we got our first redback salamander of the day, which is all yellow. There's no red in it whatsoever. But first western redback salamander.
Putting this guy back. There he goes in this little hole.
So I've moved down the road quite a bit. I just found another little larval torrent salamander, and I'm pretty sure these are southern torrent salamanders. They could be Cascades or Columbia, but I'm pretty sure these are southern torrent salamanders, which is a lifer for me.
Another torrent salamander. So I'm now walking down the stream, flipping stuff, and we got an actual redback salamander here. Not one of the yellow ones. Second one of the day.
Okay, I have a really good feeling there's gonna be something under here. It just looks like a perfect rock, so I'm gonna flip it. And there's not. I've been seeing a ton of these though. These little millipedes, these black and yellow ones.
Another little redback. Another redback. First Oregon Encintina of the day now. So we got an Encintina, a few torrent salamanders, redback salamanders. This is what we got. I'm gonna get some pictures of this guy. Go back, buddy. There he goes.
Here we got a pretty nice and big redback salamander.
Just flip this rock here, and we got a redback, and redback. Look at the different colors though. 2 yellows, an orange, and a brown.
All right, look at the different colors here. All from the same species. That's insane. The variability is crazy. There's a bat right there, right in the middle of the screen, flying away. It's coming back. As a herper, looking at something like this, looking for giant salamanders is exactly what you want. Let's get started.
Here is another torrent salamander. I am now at probably my last location looking for salamanders.
Now, this could be a larval giant salamander. I'm not really sure. It kind of looks like the torrents we've been seeing, but it could be a larval giant salamander. Not sure though. So I just flipped this salamander right next to the creek, And I'll be honest, I do not know what species of salamander this is. It's not a torrent. Obviously, it's not a giant. But the cloudeds look different here. So I don't think this is a clouded either. So maybe this is some sort of black salamander. I mean, maybe it's a clouded, I don't know. When the video comes out, you'll know, because I'll have it in the description there. But for now, I really don't know what kind of salamander this is. So it's kind of cool going to a place, finding a ton of salamanders and not really knowing what it is. Kind of cool. I'm gonna get some pictures of it though. So I'm gonna say for now this is a clouded salamander, but I don't think I'm 100% correct there. I'll see when I get home though. Here's a really nice looking torrent salamander. Pretty cool. All right, I'm pretty sure now that this is the southern torrent salamander. The yellow and white speckling, oh, there he goes. The yellow and white speckling makes it seem like it is a southern torrent salamander. Here's another little torrent salamander. Here's one more torrent salamander. This is probably the last one that I'll film here because we found a lot of them already. So after a couple hours of looking for these salamanders, I was able to turn up a ton of torrent salamanders, that one mystery salamander, which you guys know what salamander is now, and a ton of redback salamanders. Oh, and one Oregon Encintina. So I think I might be done looking for salamanders, but we're gonna go to a different location that isn't exactly looking for salamanders, but it's a really cool view, and I'm gonna check it out for the first time. Well, I lied. I found a spot that was on the way to the place that I wanted to go, where I found this little stream here, and we got the giant salamander. It is in a larval stage, so I won't keep it out of the water for long, but this is a coastal giant salamander. Still hoping for the big one, but this is cool nonetheless. I'm not going to take any pictures of this guy just because it is a larval stage and it needs to be in the water, so if we find a big one, then I'll take pictures of it. But cool find. Now I just found another one of these little black salamanders. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is something called a Klamath black salamander, but I'm not sure if their range reaches all the way up this far in Oregon. Not as big as the last one either, but still cool. Another little redback salamander. This is probably 15 for the day, so we found like, 15 redbacks and like 10 torrent salamanders. Ain't this like the creepiest thing you've ever seen? There's snow up here on the mountain. All right, guys, so I transitioned from looking for salamanders to being on one of the highest peaks in Oregon, Mary's Peak. I think it's like 8,000 feet, and you can see behind me here. I'm up in the clouds for like one of the first times ever. You cannot see a thing. Some remnants of trees right there, which are fairly close. If you look this way, it looks like I'm looking into nothing. And this is just clouds. This is so sick. So that is gonna do it for me today. We found a ton of salamanders, probably like 30 to 40. We found one larval giant salamander. We found a couple Oregon Encitinas, like 15 redback salamanders, and 10 torrent salamanders, as well as 2 mystery black salamanders, which could have been Klamath black salamanders, but you guys will see. So if you guys liked the video, drop a like and subscribe. See you next time. Hope you're liking the Oregon content.